Hello friends, my name is Bowie. I use they, them pronouns. Welcome to yet another training session. Woo! Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that these videos are recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. Sovereignty never was and never will be ceded, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. And I share my voice to the voices of many other people out there who are currently protesting the unfair, discriminatory, racist treatment of our Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander people here in Australia. It is not okay and the system needs to change. We need to change. We need to do better. I also want to say thank you to Queer Space and Drummond Street Services for teaming up with us to bring you all of this radness. Thank you, friends. Thank you for the work that you are doing and continue to do to support our community through these challenging times. Let us begin, friends. If you are someone who has done some of these sessions before, you may be familiar with this warm-up. If you are someone new, welcome and welcome to our warm-up. We're going to start at the top of our bodies with our necks, and we're going to work our way down, get ourselves moving nice and loose and ready to do some fun, mildly vigorous activity. So we're going to start with our necks by taking our ear and we're going to tilt it down to our shoulder. We're going to keep our shoulders down and we're just going to tilt it down left and right, just as far as you can get. And we're going to go for 10. I think that's about 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, nice and slow, 9 and 10. Doesn't matter if one side tilts further than the other. We're at where we're at, each of us individually. It's totally okay. We're going to take our chin now, I'm going to point it up towards the roof, and then we're going to tuck it down to our collarbone. We're going to look up and look down. We're going to go for 10 here as well. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And now we're going to take our chin and we're going to bring it to our collarbone, looking to the right and looking to the left, and we're going to go for 10 here as well. That's 2. 3, keeping our shoulders nice and stable. It's 4. We don't want to bring them to our chin. 5, we're just going to turn our head and get it to as far as we can. That's 6. 7. 8. 9 and 10. Well done. Moving down to our shoulders now, we have 2 options here. If you're someone who's got like tricky shoulders that don't quite like lots of big round movements, we're going to do a nice little shrug, leading with your elbow, getting it to whatever height you feel comfortable. If you have shoulders that don't mind moving about a lot, we're going to keep a nice straight arm and we're going to bring it up past our ear in a nice big windmill-y type circle. So there are 2 options. We're going to do 10 forwards and backwards on both sides. So choose what works for you. You know your body best. I'm going to demonstrate straight arm shoulder circles here, but work with where you're at. Alrighty, let's go right hand side and we're going to go 10 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it, nice and slow. Allowing a little bit of rotation in the hips here if you like. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to come forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's it. 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. Swapping sides now. We're going to do our left arm circles backwards or shrugs backwards, whatever works for you. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, and 10. And let's bring them forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. You might notice you had some clicks and pops there. Totally okay as long as it's not painful. We don't want pain, but definitely our shoulders can be a little bit crunchy. When they're just getting used to some bigger movements they may not really do very often. We're going to move down to our wrists now. So I'm going to bend our elbows and just tuck them to our sides because it's a good place for them to be. And we're going to just turn our wrists and circle our hands towards us like we're swooshing something towards us. And we're going to go 10 backwards and 10 forwards already. So elbows are tucked. Let's go 10 circles, bringing our palms towards ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But now we're going to push it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Moving down to our hips now. We're going to bring our feet somewhere around hip width or wider. We don't want to go narrower here because you've got a chance of maybe tipping yourself over, and that's not fun. So finding that stance that's comfortable for you where you feel stable. We're going to give our hands a job here, which is to put them on our hips because otherwise they just kind of dangle about and they get a little bit awkward. So hands have the job of being on our hips here. We're going to push our hips forwards, circle it all the way around out to the side, push our hips back, coming around to the other side, and then forward all the way back around in one circle. We're going to do 10 to the left and 10 to the right. Okay, so that was 1. And we're going to go 2. Just nice and slow, getting as far back as you can. 3. And making sure that your chest is not doing all the moving here. It can move a little bit, but the real circles are happening down here. I think that's 5. It is now. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to go back the other way. 1, 2, just keeping it nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Well done. Alrighty, moving down to our knees now. We're going to bring our feet together or almost together, whatever's comfortable for you. Just don't go too wide here because what we're going to do is some little knee circles. Now we're going to give our hands the very important job of gently resting on the tops of our knees here. We're not leaning our body weight in. Our hands are just going to touch our knees and our legs are holding our body weight up. They're holding our torso up. We're going to bend our knees forward and we're going to shift them around to the left, straighten them up and back around to the right. In a nice little circle. Our knees don't go too far to the side, so just be real gentle here. We're going to go 10 to the left and 10 to the right. So let's go. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to back the other way. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bink. Moving down to our ankles now. We're going to finish off. Now, if you need some support here, because we're going to be standing on one foot. So if you need to use the back of a chair or a wall or like a broomstick, something like that to give yourself a bit of stability, go for it. You know what's going to work for you. It's really important that you feel comfortable to be on one foot. without thinking you're going to tip over. So find that thing that'll help you balance if you feel uncomfortable to do it just freestanding. And when you're ready, you're going to raise your right foot up off the floor, and we're going to just do some circles to the left and then some circles to the right. We're going to go 10 in each direction, then we're going to swap feet. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to swap sides now. Do exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Again, if you need that support, use whatever you need to help yourself stay stable. And you may notice that one side is easier to balance on the other. It can be super common. No worries. This is just where we're at the moment. Circling inwards for 10 and then outwards for 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. Whew. Keeping this going, we're going to do some squats now. So feet are going to be somewhere probably a little bit wider than hip width. It's going to differ on every person because we all have different shaped hip joints. So find that spot that works for you, but it's probably going to be somewhere just a little bit wider than hip width. You don't want to go too wide because then things get a little bit awkward. Toes are going to face just slightly kind of outwards, and we're going to keep our chest up, so we're going to give our hands the job of staying in front of our chest here. And we're just going to bend our knees, push our hips back and come down as low as we each individually can. So you may not be able to get as low as me, totally okay. You get to where you can get to that feels good for you, and it is perfect. So let's go for 10 nice controlled squats. We'll go 1. Notice as I come down, my knees are facing in the same direction as my toes here. Really important. You want your knees to follow the direction of your toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cha-cha-cha. Well done, friends. We're going to bring our feet just a little bit wider now. We're going to stretch out the inside of our legs a bit here. So, just shifting your weight to the left, you're going to bring the toes up on your right foot just as much as you can. Feel good about getting as low as you feel comfortable to. There is no standard here, just where you are at. We're going to come across and just alternate left and right for 10. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Alrighty, taking it down to the floor now, down to ground town. Alright, here we are, friends, down on the floor. We're going to continue getting a little bit more movement in here, coming over onto our stomachs. We're going to bring our hands to just under the front of our shoulders, and we're going to rest the tops of our feet on the floor, and we're gently going to straighten our arms up nice and slowly, just as far as we can, working towards straight arms. But if you can't get there, totally okay. We're going to go for 10 here. Alrighty? So let's go 1. Just getting where you can get to. This might feel a bit uncomfortable on your spine. As long as it's not painful, it's okay to have some strange, intense sensations. That's 3, 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, it's 8, 9, one more, and 10. Amazing. Bringing our elbows under our bodies now. We're going to tuck our knees under and come up so we're on our hands and knees here. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And from here, we're going to sit back onto our heels, and then we're going to rock ourselves forward over the top of our hands. So we're sitting back, we're rocking forward. And we're just going to alternate back and forth. We're going to go for 10. I think that's 3, 4. It's 5, 6. That's it, nice and slow. 7. It's 8. 9. One more. And 10. Coming back down, bringing the tops of your feet to the floor, sitting onto your heels. We're going to keep our hands out, and we're just going to look left. We're going to look right. Left and right. Just as far as you can. I'm not trying to stretch it here. We're going to go for 10 in each direction. That's about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, friends. Now that we're all warmed up and ready to go, we're going to jump straight into our first 7-minute interval. So I will see you back in just a moment. Here we are, friends. First interval. We have 7 minutes to work through. This whole interval is going to be focused on our cores. Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Say yes. Alrighty. We have 3 exercises to work through today. I'm going to demonstrate them, and we're going to work through them as I demonstrate them here. So we will start my trusty green wristwatch with our timer, and we're going to go crunch, bicycle, Russian. Thank you, magical blackboard, for telling me what to do. We're going to start with crunch pulses. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, buzz. Let's go. Crunch pulse. We're going to start laying down on our back. Feet are flat on the ground. We're going to have our hands on the fronts of our legs, tucking our chin, and we're just going to reach our fingertips for our knees. But we're going to do nice little pulses. We're going for 10. So pulsing, we're never quite laying flat, and we're never quite getting the whole way up. We're just in that little in-between section. Pulsing up and down. Ooh, fun. Next up, we have bicycle kicks. We're going for 20. Yes. 2 options here with our bicycle kicks. Flat on our backs. We can go and straight up here if you're feeling like it's not going to be quite so safe on your lower back, or if you're feeling like you want a little bit more of a challenge. Diamond hands at the ready. We're going to put them under our tailbone, under our lower back there, and we're going to extend this way. Either way that you choose is totally fine, either reaching straight up or extending out from your body. And let's go for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Feet come down. We're coming up into a nice sitting position here. We're going to have our legs out in front of us with our knees bent. We're going to sit back a little bit so we've got a nice angle on our back. We're going to take our hands, we're going to twist to the right, and we're going to tap the floor, making sure we turn at the hips here. And we're going to go for 20 Russian twists, alternating left and right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stopping as you need. It's okay, you don't have to get all 20. I think that's 14. Stop saying other numbers. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Well done, friends. Going from the top again. Oh, yes, we are 2 minutes down. We have so much more time to work our way through these ultra fun core workout session muscles. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Let's just go. Things are happening. Hands in front of the legs. We're going to just pulse 1, 2 for 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Lifting our hips up, we're going to go diamond hands, put them under our tailbone, or alternatively, you can lie flat on your back, bringing your legs straight up into the air here. Whatever is going to work for you. We're going for 20 bicycle kicks. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it, nice and slow. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's it. We don't want to rush any of this. The slower we do a movement, the more muscles we use. Yes, and therefore it becomes a little bit harder, but we get more from the exercise than rushing through things really quickly. We always want to maintain control, and when we maintain control, we're keeping our bodies nice and safe. Russian twist time. We're going for 20. Remember, work through as many of these as you feel comfortable to do. You don't have to do all 20. Get to where you feel good. Rest as you need. You definitely don't have to pump your way through this quickly or anything like that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Amazing. Back at the top, crunch pulses. Here we are. Starting to feel that little bit of a burn in your core. Feeling yourself working. Excellent. The slower we go, the more we get to use those muscles. And we all win. Alrighty, hands on the fronts of the legs. Little pulses, not all the way up, but not all the way down. For 10, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, sitting ourselves. No, we're not sitting up. Otherwise, want to rush and twist. Bicycle kicks, diamond hands. Yes. Remember, going straight up or straight out from the body, it is your choice. We're going for 20. 1, 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Legs come down, feet on the floor, sitting ourselves up. Now we're Russian twisting. Yes. Get in my pocket. Alrighty. Legs are extended out just as far as you need. So the closer your legs are together and the closer you are to your knees, the easier it is going to be in your stomach. So really find that spot that works for you. There is no rule as to where you can or can't put your body. So work in your own limits. We're going for 20 slow twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. We're halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Well done. We have exactly 49 seconds left. Yes, let's go for our crunch pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bicycle kicks, diamond hands. Let's go for 20. This will finish us off, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done, friends. Oh, that is buzz 7 minutes. Well done for your first round. Have a sip of water, have a breather, Come back here. Interval number 2. It's all about the arms. Here we are, friends. Second interval. It is all about the arms this time. We have 3 exercises to work through. As with the first interval, we're going to start the timer and we're going to work through them together as I demonstrate them. Alrighty. So, with this first movement, before I start the timer, you will need a little something to elevate one hand. We're going to do some one-handed push-ups. But what I mean by that is we're just going to put one hand on something that's a little bit elevated as we do our push-up, just to change that height a little bit, shaking things up. Now, if you don't feel comfortable to do that, you can just do a standard 2-hand push-up from your knees, from a bench, or the wall, or the floor, from your toes. However you feel comfortable to do it, that is okay. This one-handed push-up is just if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. But if you feel like you're not there yet, totally okay. You know your body, and it is perfect wherever you start. The fact that you're just here means you rock. Alrighty. Now, once we've found our hand-raising implement, a stack of books makes a really good help here. We're going to start our timer, buzz, and we're going to go. One hand is going to be on our object. Our second hand is going to be on the floor. We're going to come out. We're going to do just 5 on each side of these. So either from your knees, from your toes, coming down, pressing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing our knees down to the floor, swapping our object over to the other side. And we're going to go same thing from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. I'm going to shift this out of the way now. We don't want to bump ourselves on our object. And we are going to come over to our bench. We're going to do some bench dips. So feel free to grab a chair, a coffee table, edge of your couch, whatever you have around that's kind of reasonably low to the ground, but allows you to just sit off the front edge of it and bend your elbows. So here we go. We're going to reach our feet as far forward as we feel comfortable. The closer your feet are to your body, the easier these are. So work with where you're at. Feet are going to be flat on the ground. We're going to bring ourselves down and up, just like that. Let's go for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finishing where we started. Coming back down for the floor. Yes, thank you, blackboard. We have Commandos. Ooh, these are a good one. We're going to start on our stomach. We're going to bring our elbows to under our shoulders here. We're going to come up under our hands. Yes. Making sure that they are under our shoulders. Feet can be wide for a nice bit of stability here, but you can do this from your knees as well. Wherever you feel comfortable, work with that. We're going to bring one hand down, one hand up, making sure our elbows under our shoulders. Then we're going to push ourselves up, and then we're going to swap sides. That's it. One more. Knees come to floor if they weren't already there. Boom. We are one time through. Coming back to our one arm push-ups now. One hand on our object. One hand on the floor. Going from your knees, going from your toes, going from a bench, going from just 2 hands. However you want to do these. We're going for 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swapping sides. We're not rushing through any of this. I think people sometimes get the misunderstanding that interval trainings, you have to go fast, but slow controlled movements create more work for your body than fast ones do that don't quite have that control. So what we're doing now is going safer and getting more work in. Yay! Let's go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Making our way over to our bench. Oh. There's some noisy magpies outside. Let's go. Feet out in front of us. Sitting off the edge of our bench /chair /lounge, chair or coffee table, anything. As long as it's not going to slide away, we're all good. Let's go for 10 dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sitting back up. Making our way over to the floor. Starting down on our stomach. Making sure our elbows line up under our shoulders. Hands come under the shoulders. We get ourselves up into our tall plank position, or alternatively on your knees, whatever works for you. We'll go for 6 alternating commandos. So right hand comes down first, and then it pushes up. Left hand comes down, and it pushes up. It's 2. It's 3, it's halfway. It's 4, 5, 6. Whew. Have a magpie fight happening outside. Exciting. Commandos, we're back at the top. Whew. Single arm push-ups. Here we come. We have just over 60 seconds left, friends. I reckon we'll get our one-handed push-ups in on each side, and that's going to do it. And I don't know about you, but I think that is definitely enough for me. Alrighty, let's go. 5 one-hand push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swapping sides. Whew. Taking our time here. That's it. No rush. From the knees, from the toes, from a bench, wherever you feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shift that out of the way. We've still got 15 seconds. Let's get a couple of bench dips in. Yay! Alrighty, feet out in front. Let's go. I reckon we'll get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Wow. Well done, friends. Have a drink. Have a breather. We have one more interval to get through, and it is legs. Yes. Here we are, friends, our third interval. We have 3 more movements to get through, and these are all legs. I'm sure you're relieved by that. I don't know about you, but my arms probably can't do much more. So good thing we're moving on. We're going to do 7 minutes working through. As with the last 2 rounds, I will be starting the timer, and we're going to work through the movement as I'm demonstrating it. So starting our timer, buzz. We're going to do single leg deadlift. So standing on your right leg. We're going to take our left foot and we're just going to step it back so our toes are touching the ground behind us. Hands are going to come up in front of the chest, and we're just going to bend ourselves down and up, keeping our chest up nice and high. We're going to go for 5. Yes. Putting this back foot down as much as you need to feel stable there. So don't think you've got to have no weight on it. It's definitely there for balancing. If you're feeling adventurous, feel free to lift it up as much as you feel like as well. 1, 2, 3. You really want this front leg to be doing as much of the work as possible. And try not to tip over. 4, 5. Nice. Slow squats. It is a squat done slowly. So finding our squat stance somewhere probably wider than hip width, not shoulder width though. So between hips and shoulders, you're going to find that position. Toes are going to be slightly outwards. Hands are going to come up in front of the chest, gives them a job. And we're going to do slow motion squat. So keep in time with me here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Doing well. 4. Keeping those knees pushing out in line with our toes. This is 5. This is halfway. That's it. 6, 7, 8. Almost there. Keep it going. 9. Don't speed up just because you're getting tired. You want to keep it slow. This is the challenge. 10. Even when you're feeling tired, keep that pace. Well done. We are going to bring our feet to wider than our shoulders now. And we're going to do a wide stance duck under. So, name is pretty self-explanatory in that we're just going to duck down like we're going under something. And we're going to shift our weight to one side, duck under, shift our weight to the other side. We're going for 10. So that's 2, 3, 4. Ducking as low as you feel comfortable too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming up. Oh, giving our legs a shake. That is good. Back to our single leg deadlift. Stepping onto our right foot. Our left foot steps back as far as you feel comfortable with as much or as little weight as you feel comfortable to have on it. Now let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swapping sides. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Back to our slow squats. Finding that nice hip width-ish position. Toes are slightly out, hands in front of the chest. Keeping in time with me again, we're not rushing through. We definitely want these to be slow. That's how we get the most enjoyment out of a squat. Alrighty, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. Keep it slow. 9, one more. 10, well done. Duck unders, so our feet are wider than our shoulders. We're going to bring the weight across to one side, so let's bring it across to our right. We're going to duck down and come under. It's 1, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, it's 5, it's halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, well done. We have 90 seconds left. Let's keep us going, cruising through nice and slow here. It's all about the slow, not the fast. Control. That's what we always aim for. Control in a movement is a safe movement. So let's step our foot back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to swap sides. Same thing on our opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Slow squats. We've got 30 seconds. We will get some in. Yes. Let's go. 1. Keep it slow. 2. That's it. 3. 4. Don't be afraid to pause at the bottom there. You don't want to bounce straight up out of this. 5. That's it. 6. We're going to get 6. Well done, friends. That is it. Our legs are done. Our whole bodies are done. And the session is done. Hooray. Well done. Well done for working your way through this. It's not always easy, but you did well. You showed up. You did some stuff. Doesn't matter how much. You did some stuff. You're amazing. And I hope to have you jump in next session. See you later.